Okay, well it's time for lab 2. And in this lab, we're going to set up the website and the user authentication system. So looking at our system again, we've now created some of the video transcoding pipeline and got it working, which is great. In this lesson, we're going to create our website. Now it's basic HTML and JavaScript. It's just a standard web application. We've actually built it using jQuery just to keep things really simple. So for anything non-trivial, we'd recommend using like a proper front-end framework like maybe React or AngularJS. We're also going to hook up authentication. We're going to allow users to sign up and log into the website. And in the spirit of our serverless architecture, we're not going to build this ourselves. We're going to use a service called Auth0. So this lab touches on the fifth principle of serverless architectures: use third-party services. Now, there are companies who dedicate 100% of their resources to doing some very specific things very, very well, such as, authentication and login by Auth0, S3 for file storage, CloudFront for CDN distribution, Firebase for storing data and synchronizing it out to all of your users' devices. Stripe and PayPal are great services for payments. Intercom is a fantastic service for customer support and messaging. The point is, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to build everything yourself. Each of these companies do things extremely well, so you can pick up a lot of speed by outsourcing everything that isn't your core product. You should be thinking about the thing that differentiates you and your product from everyone else. That's what you should focus your time on. Now, it's easy to use third-party services in a smaller business or a startup, but it might not work if you work at a bank, for example. You may have requirements and regulations that prevent you from using some of these services. So this is a general principle that we recommend following where you can. So we're going to use Auth0 in this lab. Auth0 provide authentication and identity as a service. So you simply plug their code into your website and they allow your customers to sign up and log in. They manage that whole process. You can optionally let customers log in with even their social media accounts, with single sign-on to enterprise systems like identity federation systems as well. And Auth0 will pull useful and relevant details about your customers as much as possible. So they'll bring, if they sign in with their social media, they'll bring down their profile pictures, their email addresses, and other useful information. Now, just to be clear, we're not affiliated with Auth0 in any way. We just really like their service and we use it ourselves at A-Cloud Guru. So that's why we include it in this lesson. So this is the pattern we'll set up. We'll focus just on integrating Auth0 into the website. Once the web app authenticates with Auth0, Auth0 is going to provide what's called a JSON Web Token. It's a JWT. And that is almost like a little password. It's a little token that you can then use to pass around to the different services to authenticate the user. So you can pass them straight into the cloud functions in AWS so that the user can prove who they are in a secure manner to the cloud functions. It's also worth saying that at this point, we're not going to run this website anywhere on the web. We're going to run it locally, hosting our own little local web server on your machine. Okay, so let's get started.